Coach, just going into your second season on Rocky Top, what's a full off season in Knoxville been like for you?
Man, it's actually been great. I kind of felt like I had my feet up under me a little bit now. I was able to kind of understand the lay of the land, you know, with everything from the recruiting aspect and from just kind of bringing a lot of guys back, familiarity in the program. So it was great. My family got even more acclimated, moving to a new house. Um, my appreciation for this place was already intact. So it was great. It was a really good transition for me.
Is there one particular thing that you just really love to get out and go do in Knoxville?
Man, honestly, I love the trails like North Shore over at the North Shore Park. My wife loves that. My daughter loves it. I think a lot of people don't know Knoxville is a huge foodie town. So like, just finding new restaurants is cool. The new Top Golf is really cool. Main event's cool. So um, it's a lot of good things for us to do. It's fun. I love Knoxville. Honestly, I say all the time. It's my third favorite place I've ever lived.
Okay. What's the go-to spot? Eating wise?
The go-to spot out here, you know what? Not Watson's that's the go-to for me. My wife too. We love Not Watson's. That's the spot.
And for those who follow you on social media, see the interaction with your young daughter and the players and the other coaches. Just how unique and cool for you is that relationship like?
Man, I say all the time, we're lucky to be in a program like we are. Coach Barnes kind of lets us know early on that this is a family environment. He wants our wives around. He wants our kids around. You know what I mean? My daughter had her first birthday party in July. Coach Gainey was there. I think like a week later, his youngest son had his birthday party. Me, my wife, my daughter were there. His wife and his kids were in mine. So, we know Coach Polinsky's kids. Coach Barnes is, I think he bought like the baby monitor for my daughter when she was born. So it's a huge, family environment here. And Coach is huge on that. He's very intentional when it comes to our families, and so I'm very grateful because it's not like that everywhere in college basketball.
On the floor, what's it been like getting into the swing of things for year two for you?
It's been good, man. It's been really exciting. I love being on the floor. I think we have a staff that loves being on the floor. Obviously, I'm still really young, so I get active. I'm out there. I'm sweating just as hard as they are. But our guys, man, I think it's been somewhat fun because this is one of the hardest working teams I've ever been around. So the continuity amongst them, as far as the understanding and expecting of being on the floor and the work we're going to put in and how hard we're going to go, it was known because we had a lot of guys back. And the culture was already just ingrained in so many of them. So it's been great, man. I thought we had a great summer. I thought guys got a lot better. I think that we had a lot of guys that made a jump, which is all you ever want to see when you're in a high-level program.
What's your favorite thing to coach on the floor?
My favorite thing?
Yeah, just any facet of the game. Is there something that you enjoy more than the other?
I love defense. I do. I pay attention. I pay a lot of attention to our guards just because I was a guard. And so I pay a lot of attention to, Zakai. I'm on him about everything. DJ Edwards, Tyreke Key, Santi Vescovi. I pay attention to all the guys, but on those guys that have a lot of ball handling responsibilities, I try to pay a lot of attention to them. But every part of the game, I'm pretty much locked in on just because I love the game of basketball. And I love the way that we play. So I try to nitpick and pick out everything and kind of be focused on every part of the game.
What have you seen from DJ Edwards just in his transition from high school and getting into the program this offseason?
Yeah, BJ, man, his toughness, honestly. And I knew he was tough going through the process. His mom, I love his mom to death. She's incredible. A lot of people don't know his mom is actually my daughter's babysitter. So it's a tight family bond with that. But with BJ, man, he's really tough. He has a really good feel for the game of basketball, and he's a worker. You know what I mean? Like, Coach, everybody knows Coach is hard on our guys. It doesn't faze BJ. He just keeps going. And I think that ever since, he broke his foot in a few games for the state championship, played with that also. When he sat out and got healed, and as soon as he stepped foot on campus, he's been one of our hardest working guys. And it's been admirable because usually when you see 18-year-olds, man, that transition from high school to college is really tough. And he's done a great job of just being in here, completely buying in, and giving himself to this program where he's put in as much work as he could possibly.
How big of an addition is Tyreke going to prove to be for you all?
Tyreke's going to be a huge addition. I don't think that he gets the notoriety in the pub that he should for what he did at the college level. But, you know, me growing up in Kansas City, the Missouri Valley Conference is a tough conference, it really is. And any guy that averages 17 points per game in Missouri Valley Conference is probably going to be a good player. And he's came here and he's blown us away with his feel and his pace and his understanding of the game of basketball, and his understanding of how to put the ball in the hole. You know, so he's been great. It's been a complete blessing for us to have him and get him out of the transfer portal. So I see him having a really good year.
Zakai and Josiah and Santi, are those three guys, and I know Zakai's younger than the other two, but are those pretty much the same guys from a game standpoint, or have they changed anything, or is it just that their experience is really what's going to be able to help them improve this year?
Yeah, no, I think that Santi has definitely gotten better, which he was really good last year. Definitely think he's gotten better. He's gotten better as far as his ball handling. He's gotten better. It sounds crazy. I think he's gotten better as a shooter. But you know, even his defense has improved. His activity, he's still in great shape. And he's great moving around the court. The Kaz Eagles have gotten a lot better, and I've been really proud of that because I think that a goal of us as a staff at the end of last year was kind of to, you know, raise the bar for him and see if he could meet it. And I don't mean that literally. I know he's small, but no, just to kind of challenge him to turn into even more of a complete point guard. You know, last year I said him all the time. There was times where he could hide because he played with another elite point guard. And this year, not necessarily the case. Not that we don't have other good point guards because BJ Edwards is a good point guard. Tyreke Key is a good point guard. You know what I mean? Santi plays some of that. But now a lot of that responsibility is on him with him being a returning all-league guard in this league. I think he's done a great job, man, of just kind of getting better and better, improving his decision-making, understanding not always going for the home run play, trying to get in a single or a double, or making the easy A to B pass, or taking the shot that is given to him and not getting too deep in the paint, forcing up something. So he's gotten a lot better. He's matured at an incredible rate, and I'm excited for Vol Nation to see him, honestly, because he's really improved. And Josiah is just as steady as they come, man. Like he's always getting better. He's always in the gym trying to improve. You know, my biggest hope for Joe is not have a start like he did last year and kind of have a, you know, get off to the foot that he basically ended on last year. But Joe's like he's the anointed leader of this team, and he's done a great job of just owning that and kind of taking the bearings of this team and putting them on his back from a leadership standpoint. So he's been great with that.
What have you seen from DJ Jefferson in his first couple of months here?
DJ, man, you know what? I think that everybody has been able to see that DJ honestly has potential to play at the highest level. He's a freak athlete. He has big hands, long arms, wide shoulders. He's extremely explosive. Has some shooting touch, but he is getting used to the college game. He's getting used to the speed. He's getting used to the structure. He's getting used to not driving down the lane, flying off one foot, dunking on everybody. And now there's help side coming over that takes charges, and you know, and guys that like Uros that are 260 coming over, or 7 foot trying to block his shot. So he's been adjusting to those things, and as time goes on, he's going to continue to develop, which is what our program is about. And he's going to get better. He's going to get better and better, and we can't wait to see kind of where that goes for him, because right now he's a really good player and he's going to be a good player in our program. He's just learning the college game. But, you know, he's a guy that anytime we've had any NBA personnel here, he's one of the guys they point out. So I think that it's going to be a process for him, and we knew that when we recruited him. He knew that, and that was communicated to him. But the finished product is going to be very, very exciting to see.